Well, welcome to my shed. Just a couple of days ago I was invited to the launch of the new Spokes West Lothian cycle map. This is the old one. This was the 4th revision of the West Lothian map. It's now 6-7 years old, and so it is out, and the new one, 2025 edition, that is now live and available. I know that we have them available for sale at the West Lothian Bike Library, and they'll be available no doubt through cycle shops and anywhere else Spokes can persuade to stock them. So if you're wanting to find your way around West Lothian by walking, wheeling or cycling, this is very much the map to go. I'm going to be putting this up on the wall of my shed. Behind me is the old map. Side one. Now, this is the old West Lothian planner, side planner, but this one will be come off quicker than the other side. Doing my best not to tear the old map, to pull off too much of the front surface. It's always the very last bit that gives you the problem, isn't it? Right. Okay, we'll live with that. Two new maps, West Lothian cycle map. I've got them. I'll need to iron these in some way gently to cover them, but here's the problem. If I fix that right to the very top or near to the top, I'm left with a little overlap at the bottom here, this wee bit. So, I've got a piece of wood cut. I'm going to fix that bit of wood onto the bottom so that I can attach the map securely to the backing board. So that'll be the next thing. I'm going to have to sort out the bit of wood first, and then I'm looking forward to getting these maps flattened out and sealed down, back up on the wall. Here I am down here, back up on the wall where I can plan out my next route for you. Right, here we are. It's a new day. I've had my board overnight with a piece of wood stuck into the bottom of it. Don't know how well that's going to come across in the board. That's been doweled with dowels and glue and clamped overnight, and it's now nice and solid, so it should fit my maps. I've got 2 copies of the map, the new map, and I've kind of gently reverse folded them. These are plastic coated, so I'm a wee bit wary of using an iron to try and flatten them out, because I want to get them flat before I stick them down on the board. Probably lay them flat on the table below the board, put the board down, and we'll leave them for a bit to see if that helps to flatten them out, and then we can come back and hopefully stick them down onto the board and get the board back up on the wall. See you in a minute. Okay, so this is the day after the following day. So we're now 3 days into this little project. There's my board for the wall, and underneath it for the past, at least 24 hours are my maps. So they should be decently flat. So I can take this down. And indeed they are. They're looking pretty flat indeed. So now I need to get one on one side of the board and the reverse side on the other side of the board. I'll do this way and get this up. This is going to fit just pretty perfectly. 100 millimeters and 100 millimeters. So we're nice and level. So now, I seem to remember when I put the last map up on the board, I have a vague recollection that it kind of stretched a little bit. Okie dokie, there we go. That is side one. So that wasn't meant to happen. Trying not to get creases on this. Okie dokie. Side two. And finally, okay, there we go. That looks pretty decent so far. So, which side of the map do I put up on the wall facing outwards? This is the other side. Put it up here. I'm going to put it all up here in front of the camera. Is that all going to be in the camera? Not sure I'm going to get it in here. But this is the West Lothian cycle map. Biggest conurbation, I suppose, is Livingston. You've got Broxburn, Winchborough, out to Queensferry, Kirkliston. Yeah, we've got Calderwood and East Calder, Kirknewton down here, and going down the corridor down through West Calder, Addywell, and out to Fauldhouse, and then there's the corridor out from Livingston out through Seafield, Blackburn, Whitburn, and we can follow the corridor out through Bathgate, Armadale, Blackridge, and on towards Calder Crooks. We'll get as far as Hill End Reservoir just before Calder Crooks. Then we've got the Bathgate Hills, and for those who are into mountain biking and what have you, you've got all your hill trails. And then we've got the canal. We can follow the canal, which is the NCN 754 through Broxburn, Winchborough, out through Pumferston, Phillipston, Linlithgow, and on through into Falkirk, and we go a wee bit up there to Bowness, and you've got Grangemouth and Falkirk as far as I think it's the Kelpies out there. So that's a really useful map for just looking for an overview of where you might go for a wee day trip. And so another side, I think the side I'm going to keep up is this side. I can easily swap them around on my wall here. This is the town maps. This is kind of what matters to me, I suppose, for the sort of routes that I would do, certainly in and around Livingston, out towards Bathgate. This gives you a big overview of where West Lothian sits in relation to the surrounding counties. We've got the Whitburn town map, Bathgate, Linlithgow, Armadale up here, and that's pretty good. We go as far as Mid Calder. We can't quite get East Calder on this map. So I think this is the one I'm going to put up on the wall. Let's see how we do. There we go. Brilliant. That's my map up. I've got the town map showing outwards, and it's easy enough for me to swap that round and get the overview of the whole county. My next job is going to be to get set up to take some good quality stills images of both maps on the wall, and then I can edit these in so that they can be used as backdrops and pieces to camera that I also record in here, but I record that separately, and then I can merge the two images together. If you'd like to get a copy of the map for yourselves, and if you're walking, wheeling, cycling anywhere in West Lothian, this really is the best map to have. Get it from the West Lothian Bike Library at Crofthead Farm Community Centre, Templar Rise in Dedridge. Or you can get it direct from Spokes. Their website is www.spokes.org.uk, and cycle shops should be stocking these and having them available for sale as well. So, and that's not just cycle shops in West Lothian, but right throughout the Lothians. So hope you've all found this an interesting deviation from going for a wee bike ride. Interesting information that you can make use of yourself, and thanks for watching. Ride with me, Lost in Living.